Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome, good people. I'm SRD. This is my
That's
man, 100 grand.
Big Mud's in the house. What's happening?
Yeah, today, we want to talk about something, that's, happens too often to us. It happens, it reminds me of the Willie Lynch syndrome. It takes, like, it's like America takes the best of us and strip them down right before us and make them, and make it look like, you know, someone we held in high esteem, bring them down to the lowest form. And the saddest part is we, as a culture, don't seem to stand behind the individuals. We know everybody's flawed. Everybody, has their own, issues. But when you take a person like, you know, even, you know, it didn't happen to Bill Cosby. It didn't happen to R. Kelly. Now we got Diddy, aka Sean Puffy Combs. Now we're looking at the same type of tactics that has been used to strip a person of not only their dignity but their riches as well. And then we stand by and they give us the example to say, okay, this could happen to you. So basically, stay in your place. Don't try to make moves where we feel that we are uncomfortable. And when I say we, I say America. I don't, and I want us as a culture to start looking at it in a manner that our battle is not against any other ethnicity. We love all people, and we hope that all people love us, and if not, respect us. And hopefully one day will start to love us because we are just beginning a new journey for us as a people to change the perception that has been put on us. And and the reason I brought Puffy up is because they give this is a perception. None of us know that man that well to say whether it's true or false, but you'll have a lot of individuals, giving their opinion, acting like they're facts, saying, yeah, I knew he was doing this, I knew he was doing that. And it started off with him saying he was gay. He was gay. To now, them running up in his crib saying they are investigating him for sex trafficking. Now, people, good people, what is the guidelines for sex trafficking? What do you actually have to do to be investigated, let alone convicted for sex trafficking? Is it you take a bunch of people, put them in a container, and take them to another country and sell them off? What is it? Because that was my view of sex trafficking. When I looked at it as, at the end of the day, you're basically enslaving people sexually. That's, what do you think, Big Moss? What is your thoughts?
What's happening, everybody? Uh, what I think first is like what you hit on. I don't think that. Uh, I think it's bigger than the action that they describing that he did. Is I think is a different than what they really running down on him for. I being around the music business and affiliated with the music business and the music business, you see a lot of things. You experience a lot of things. You witness a lot of things. So a lot
Right.
goes on in that business. You know what I'm saying? So the allegations of what he was into or what he did, we don't speculate on that because how we go, if we don't see it, you understand, or
That's
if
true.
it's not witnessed, you know what I'm saying? And we all are not witnesses, but now we're doing testimonial on them. You understand?
Absolutely.
So I think the actions that they speak on is haram. It's forbidden. It's negative. It's fucked up. It's not
Right.
cool at all. You
Right.
feel me? If
Right.
these allegations and these actions was taken, it was going on for quite a while. Being that we're in America, it's not like it was a secret all the time. Okay, so it's hard to say if someone was living of that lavish lifestyle out in the public all that time, an icon to the community, dealing with what he dealt with dealing with music and anything else, and being in front of everybody, changing people's lives literally, being close to them, and under all type of circumstances. For them to say they didn't know is some bullshit. So even if it was going on and until now they want to expose it for whatever purposes and going after them, because when you got FBI coming after you, raiding your things, man, that's on a different whole level. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That's on a whole different level. And we have seen this over and over and over and again. And you know how they build up to demolish your character. They
First.
build up to start the room, to demolish your character, and then they come for you. So
Right.
that's not it's not nothing new. They tactics.
No.
What's going on? Are we aware of the tactics that they do right in front of us, or we just take it as just plain entertaining us, and it is that. But a funny thing is, this morning while I was on my route doing some of my chores, I was listening to the radio, and
Right.
it was one of them stations. I don't know if it was Hot 97, maybe a possibility, because they was talking about hip hop and stuff like that. And one of the people, I don't know who exactly it was, made a comment, and they was like talking about the catalog again of Puffy
Mm-hmm.
and what should they play and what shouldn't they play as a serious situation like that. um they was trying to iron out, should they play this or should they play that, which if you got that much power to play this or play that, how is that possible if you're gonna exit catalog like you did everybody else to exit? Like, how you gonna pick and choose now because, oh, he did a song with this one or that one? But that wasn't the thing that struck me. The thing
Right.
that struck me was the reason why, because of the allegations, okay? And the allegations is heavy, and they're not tying it into this one or that one. These are just new allegations that they raid his house. They ain't say, they said for
Right.
trafficking and drugs or
Yeah.
whatever.
Homeland Security.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
So
know.
you know
So,
where you know what that is. All right. So, but this is what struck me. They made the statement, and I put them as in a group because they all was in a group. And they made the statement as what songs we should play based on the allegations that he said nobody really want to listen to him, but the songs are good and some songs are bad. But because he was under these allegations, he's not worthy of getting his songs played, which means that they were referring to if he was doing anything with sex trafficking with kids, or I don't think just being a homosexuality or picking his gender, that shouldn't be a problem because that's legal, right?
right. Right. Right.
Okay. So whatever his gender was, that's his business. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So all
Whoever
right.
he.
So he
Yeah.
can do whatever he want
Whoever
because
he
that's his
sleeps
business.
with, that's
Uh,
his business.
but
Yeah.
having
Sexual
criminal
preference.
actions behind it, that's something different. Okay. And these are allegations put toward him. But what was astonishing to me, bro, it's like these cats is on these radio stations, bro, blasting and influencing people and talking all this and saying we shouldn't play his music or his catalog. Let's pick and choose and this and that. They may pull his catalog like they did R. Kelly, right?
Right.
And at the same time, they playing catalogs with people killing us that speak about murder. that speaks about going and killing each other. Testimonials that people are going to jail for now because of those things from the RICO
Rico law,
the
yeah, the
RICO
Rico law.
exactly, bruh. But yet you saying you're gonna pull this catalog, but you play every day murder, kill a nigga in the street. But that's okay. It's okay to play that. So we are so blinded by these niggas, man, that be on these radio stations coming at us with all this the flam flam. Cause you working for somebody too. They submitting to somebody too. How you gonna say it ain't right to play these if these allegations was toward him? But it's a right if this nigga kills somebody and say it on a record, you could play it.
Yeah,
Do that
yeah.
make sense to you? I'm asking you, bro, because that
No,
ain't make
no,
sense to
no,
me. Because
no,
I'm
no. It
listening
definitely
and I'm like, how many people are listening to these jokers up here talking this crap? And I said it, it's crap. Talking this crap, bro. How many jokers is talking this bullshit to our community that this ain't good, but this is good? You can stand by this good and put on the record and it's killing this nigga, or we rolling up on him and it's all negative, but it's good. It's okay to play that. Don't make sense, bro. So this is how you, like you said, it's another description, like the Willie Lynch. You feel me? And yes, the allegations is heavy, and it's a heavy thing because we got an icon again with his creativity, and then we got to understand when do creativity that's submitted to a society. You know what I'm saying? Should be you shouldn't anticipate
should, right.
because of a
Should be
person's
taken away.
actions.
Right, right.
Because if
Right.
all of that was going on, key, like I said, you're talking about a big icon here. You feel me? Like R. Kelly, like Bill Cosby,
Absolutely.
and everybody else. How can you not know when you know everything? You mean what some of them mean is when it's proper to say something because they're being told you could talk now and you can't talk now, but you could say this because then they made another dumb statement. They said all that about the brother, right? And I'm not gonna take him out of the fold of the icon he is and what he done by his actions that he did. You understand?
Right, right,
Then they're gonna go, okay, we're gonna go live, we're gonna talk about it again, and we can elaborate on this. Yo, stop kicking brothers' backs in like that, bro. Deliver the news. This what happened, you know what I'm saying? And this is where it's at. But when you start comparing and saying when it becomes a problem, everybody has their opinion. And you can say what you want to say.
right, right.
You can say whatever you want to say. It is what it is. But it becomes a problem in our community, bro, where we from in these streets, bro, when we see the kids is coming up, and then you start saying, well, we ain't playing this. Now you leading. Now everybody should kick his music to the curb, or everybody should do this. But yet, is people aware that these people play the same records that's killing our brothers and sisters today and raising a society to continue rapping about killing brothers and sisters today, and they play it on the radio. So why excel one if you ain't excelling the other? When the other is so great, you murdering everybody every day, 24/7, nigga.
Well, I mean, let's take it even a step further. Here you have the brother being, charged. He's not convicted. These are allegations at this point. The whole innocent to proven guilty thing goes out the window because he hasn't been to trial. So, first of all, it shouldn't even, if we're going about things in an upright manner, then it wouldn't even be pull any of his records because right now it's all speculation until we get facts to know that what was said that he's done, he actually has done. That's first of all. Second of all, now let's look at what he's being charged with: sex trafficking. Now, not only is the type of music being played that promotes, you know, murder, but it also promotes sex at high rates. You can hear young ladies talking about basically selling their bodies. You know what I
Basically,
mean?
yeah.
So
And
we
doing
could
all kinds of
other
actions
types of
also, bro.
right. So now for us as a culture and us as a society, we have to stop being naive and start looking at it for what it is it's a lynching. It's a public lynching, just done using different tactics. You decide someone is guilty, and you go ahead with the hanging, and you hang them out in front of the public for all to see, and you castrate them like they did in those days. You castrate them, but you castrate their character. You castrate them by, as you said, taking away their artistry, what they have,
Contribute
what
what they contribute.
what God has given them, their
Right.
gift to the world. You start castrating that now, and then who gives the people who come at you like the Homeland Security individuals? Who knows what type of dirt they got on them? Who knows what they do behind closed doors?
Right.
So what gives them the moral high ground to come at individuals? And this is what we have to start looking at as a society, because this whole black and white, this and that thing is what's keeping us at bay, while a few buttholes, I want to say the other word, but I'm fasting, so I'm not going to say it. A few greedy buttholes who want money, power, and control, playing, putting their hands up people's backs and using them as puppets, and got them saying and doing what they want them to do. And they're influencing the masses to go against one or two individuals. Why? Because they have a problem. They have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, look, as you said, if the allegations are true, it's horrific crimes. Oh, sexing children, these and that, all
Right.
that
We're not
stuff, and all
denying
that
the
stuff. So,
allegations or
so,
the
but
actions
right,
that. Right.
right. If they're true, however, it's unfair and heck, it's un-American. You know what I mean? For the government to come and make a big scene, take the children, and you're only doing an investigation. It's un-American. So let's start laying it on the line for what it is. Let's start being real with the people, and the people, we got to start being real with each other. We got to stop allowing a few manipulators to program our minds to believe whatever they say is the truth, being the truth.
Well, everybody's gonna gossip and slang, whatever how you want to pronounce this thing, bro. Fitna, whatever. That's gonna be. You ain't gonna take that away. My situation is what these jokers saying on the radio is, one they taking one action, but yet they're doing another in our community. Like, we have some very violent records and songs that's out.
No question about it.
Derogatory songs that's out.
No question about it.
Isn't that a crime against humanity? A crime against respect? A crime against morals? That's a crime too. So if you're gonna category something and you say you're gonna pull it and you're gonna do this, why are you not evaluating the other thing that influence us in such a way, in such a manner, and gives us uh, 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 influence on our behavior? So it's like whatever's going on with Diddy, whatever's going on with them, alhamdulillah, Allah knows best, bro. You feel me?
Absolutely.
And justice is always served, whether it's in the system or Allah give it to you, bro. You feel me?
Right, right, right.
So that's how it go. May he move forward or whatever. But I'm not up here trying to defend his actions or anything. But these jokers on the radio, the clowns, you know what I'm saying? These clowns that's on the radio, that's popping, influencing our community, taking. You got me? You
Yeah,
hear
I
me?
hear you now. Yeah, I hear you now.
That this is the problem that we have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So we have the problem with the people on the radio when they're doing their when the people tell them what to do,
yeah,
okay? When they have their guidelines and they come at us, they they you can hear me, Sha?
yeah, I hear you.
Okay. When they come at us, they coming at the individual, but they're not coming at the solution of our community. You know what I'm saying? They're not coming at us in the community, in our community, and making things better with their agenda by just demolishing the character of that icon of that person or whatsoever. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
the puffy thing is the puffy thing, and nobody likes it. Everybody's against the actions of that, and for have you. But we got to look at something else. When media tells us something and directs something to us, especially when it comes to one of us being the of our culture and things like that. When that is against us, okay. When it's against us, it's also other crimes against us. So if you're gonna stand up against that, also stand up against the other things that these radio stations is playing and pushing and videos that they pushing in front of our kids that's also harming us, bro. It's not just about Puffy, bro. And it starts up there. That's where I was telling you before. The influencers, bro, are very powerful, man. And they send out these messages, man. And this is where they divide the people. They divide the people. And when they divide the people, bro, this is where they could come in and they could slang them and the people could watch and they won't say nothing. Now, we don't want to come in and say something upon the actions of that. But what we want to do, because how can you pick and choose what catalog you're gonna separate if he did a song with Mary, if he did a song with this, if you demolishing the brother, then you taking the catalog. But if you
Absolutely.
have the power to separate it, then that show me right there. You got to also the power to separate the catalog that you playing that displays so much negativity and violence in our community amongst our kids that you playing. You can also pick and choose that then,
Yeah, yeah.
but you not though.
If if that was the case, that they were just being figureheads being used to make it appear that they actually had the power when they're really speaking somebody else's words. You know, they're just a face behind an agenda. And when that agenda is being processed or brought to the forefront, they have to have the individuals to speak about it to make it resonate to the people that they want it to resonate to. So this is a part of the tactics that they use often, and they're continuing to use it because it's working. And the only way it's going to stop working is when we, as a society, and that's all of the society, you know, particularly of our culture being victimized publicly, and we have to call it what it is. Look, it's a public lynching. Stop the public lynching. And if you're gonna charge someone something, what do you have to get the public involved with the public opinion involved? Then you take them to trial when the public has already been tainted. So it's already set up to that, okay, you're going to find the person guilty because you didn't tainted the public already. So this is 101, you know, opposition versus, you know, the other ones. and
Well,
and
you know, well,
and the fact of it is, we have to, as a society, look at, as you said, there's music that's being played that is harmful to the community. And if the Homeland Security want the homelands to be secure, then murder is something you definitely don't want to be promoted. However, let's look at it on that side. Somebody said something about an underground scandal or something. You know what I mean? But let's look at it from the other side of, now when you go after the catalog, that means money. So we know that, you know, Puffy owned a lot of rights, just like R. Kelly did. So when the rights are taken, what happens to the catalog? What happens to that money? Who suffers behind pulling the catalog and holding it until whenever you decide you want to play it? Now you're messing with a person's livelihood based on something that floated around, and now it became something where you're saying, okay, now let's act on it. And
well,
and and, and, and go
some
ahead.
things, the sister brought to the surface. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things that was brought to the surface about his actions and the things he did, that is public now. And of course, because the public can be worked on different ways. So if they're using the public, so can you use the public to defend yourself, man? That's the platform we have. You know what I'm saying? It's the power that's in position in order to demolish the character of a person so fast. And that's the
Absolutely,
media. That's the media,
absolutely.
bro. You
The
feel me?
meat
And
eaters, the,
uh,
the
the,
meat eaters. That's
the
that's what
meat eaters. And
they're
a
eating
lot of
your
the
meat.
meat eaters is
They're meat
us.
eaters. Yeah,
It's us being so swaggy and so down to earth, and people trust in us. So they come on in front of us and they direct us where the lynch mobbers want us to go. You know, right? They dictate and they direct us. But then they say, no, this is my personal opinion. And this keep your personal shit out of it. Excuse me, stuff will law. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ain't asking your personal opinion, but that's the media. You can give your personal opinion like I'm giving mine now too. But I'm not giving it to demolish a person. I'm not giving it to demolish a character, bro. I'm giving it to show you a system that's in place that got us in a situation we at now. And if y'all on the radio can understand that we have a bigger situation out here in the real world in these streets, bro, that's going on every day that you just want to report, but you ain't touch ground in it, bro. And if you was touch ground in it, you'll have a different perspective on what's really going on out here because it'll hurt your heart, bro. And it'll make you angry and you'll want to change it. But being though that you so far away from it and you only can report what's given to you and it doesn't affect you like that, it's okay. It's okay. And these are the things we have to change, bro. And we here right now. Who knows when they're gonna come for us? You feel what I'm saying? Because when you start bringing something positive and start bringing something good to the people, you feel me? And that's what's we need something opposite of what they're giving us. We need to correct that so the people can see, like, okay, that's okay, that's going on, but it's also a bigger picture going on, and we are in a situation that we have to get out of because they are influencing us to do harm. They are influencing us to do wrong, and some of us sell out to those type of situations when we get in these businesses, man. When we do these things, we sign off for that to get that bread, to get that money, to
yeah.
get that power. And some of us want it, but don't
Oh yeah,
realize is
yeah,
that
yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
come back
yeah,
to
yeah,
bite us. So,
yeah.
so we can. This is what I'm saying, bro. When it's like that, we can't really speculate on what's going on with him other than whatever he did. We know that shit is wrong. You feel me? Is
Right.
wrong and it's forbidden. You feel me? So, but on the other hand, how we deal with a person when he's on a lynch, when he's on that rope, how we come at him, and like you said, we pull it tight before he even before they sling it over the branch. We already pulling it tight on him. He choking before he even hit the branch, and they pull him up there because the way we influence others to feed into it, to feed into it.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. 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 That this is exactly what's happening. It's exactly what's happening is individuals who have issues and flaws of their own, taking a moral high ground like their ish don't stink. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, as you said, there's individuals who sign up to be a part of a lifestyle. Now, when you sign up for this certain type of lifestyle, it comes with a cost because you're dealing with individuals who are shisty. Let's be real. Shisty, some of them downright evil. You know what I'm saying? That only thing that they're concerned about is keeping the money, keeping the power, and keeping the control. And they're willing to do whatever it takes to keep that. They're willing to hurt, manipulate, even go as far as kill. I mean, this is things that we've witnessed here in America, one of the places they call the greatest country on earth. I mean, me, I don't, that's not my perception. Can it be? Quite
Well,
naturally, it can
where,
be.
where,
It
where,
can,
where
it
what
can
you gonna
be.
compare it to when you say it like that? I mean,
Right,
like, come
right.
on, bro.
Can it?
It is a
Right.
listen.
But most people, what most people
We can't
say
knock
that they can
America
don't.
and what it offers us, bro, and the opportunity it offers us. Oh, okay, yeah. So on one end, yeah, it's hanging us in the policies. But bro, you know, and I know some people that don't fall in none of these policies, make their money in their life, live and die, and live a good life in America without touching any policies. So it's also by choice, bro. It's also by choice. Yeah, it affect the masses of people. Yeah, why it affect the masses of people? Because we're following what they're setting up for us to fall in that trap. We're
Okay, all right,
following.
all right.
We
So,
all
so
just go right with it. We trend right in that trap and we fall in it. But at the same time, in the same country that's causing that, you can live and you can financially establish yourself, and bro, you can live a good life. Period.
I don't,
Then
I don't. I
now
mean,
I've been
you
to
can't.
other
You
countries.
so. Hold up. So what you're saying? You can't live a good life anywhere else but
I didn't
America.
say
That's what you're
that.
saying.
You said
Okay.
well,
Okay. So
but
let's see this part of the
I
problem.
didn't
This
live in other
listen.
countries, but I visit other countries,
All
bro.
right. This
And
is part of the
I seen
problem.
on a different perspective of how that country and those citizens was living, also, bro.
Okay. So for
And
me,
even in other countries, bro, it's still the same type of choice because they still have their policies, bro. When it comes to the policies established in these countries of making policies, bro, and you're in the web, you're not blind to it, bro. Especially with the history that we have here in America. But at the same time, it might have didn't be the result that everybody expected from slavery, from freedom, and from this and that. And now they mentally enslave you, or they condition you into a type of
well,
slavery where you dictate it to yourself.
financially enslaved. What
Okay,
about
all right. But
financially
financially,
enslaved?
bro, you can also gain wealth. We got wealthy people without doing any negativity and success without doing any of that. Money ain't just in and wealth ain't just in music and
No,
television, bro.
no, of course not. Of course
Okay,
not.
so
So
in America, you
all I'm
still have
saying,
that
all I'm
opportunity, bro.
saying is that's my opinion. I don't think America is the greatest country on earth. So that's just my opinion.
Well, when
You're
you live
not
in
gonna,
another
you're
one,
not
then
gonna,
see,
you're,
this is what I'm
and
saying. When you
then
live in
people say,
another one, bro, then you can make that, you can say that on the air, bro. You ain't,
but
did you live in another
hold
country?
up, but hold up though.
Did you live in another country? I'm asking you, yes or no?
And that's why I can't say it too. That's the same reason I can't say it
So
because I
you can,
haven't lived in another country, so I can't say it
so then why bring it up, period?
because at the end of the day,
Say the
it's something.
policies, bro. Stay on the policies. You feel me? Stay on the policies, bro.
I mean, look, I got the right to my opinion, just like you got the right to your opinion, policies.
Yeah, and
Okay, all
I
right.
can
So,
respond to
so
your
for
opinion
you,
too,
if
bro.
you believe America is the greatest country on earth
I didn't
because it
say
brings
that.
you opportunity,
I didn't say that, bro. Cause see,
okay.
listen,
So
this.
I listen. I said this is what I said. Many people say that America is the greatest country on earth. I said I can't say that. So I'm not saying whether it is or not. I said it has the possibility to be, but some changes has to be made. When you say it's the greatest country on earth, that means you accept everything that goes on in America, and I don't accept everything that goes on in America. So I won't say it's the greatest country on earth. So what? You can get money and you can live a decent life. Some people. Now, if everybody can live a decent, everybody was living a decent life, or at least 90% of the people was living a decent life, then I could say that, because there are certain pitfalls, as you said, that are put in place on purpose. On
Okay,
purpose.
let me ask
Go
you
ahead.
this, y'all. Do you think you was one of those people in your family in the area you came up and from where you at now today? Were you one of those people that system was aimed for not to be successful? And did you have a spoon in your mouth when you was born? Did you have wealth? Everything was good. You lived in a great neighborhood, and you didn't go through trials and tribulations in order to be where you at today. Was that easy for you?
Of course not.
Okay, so now we got a person that dealt with like being in the bottom of the barrel, dealt with all the confrontations that life could give you, had to face the policies and deal with them and struggle against them. Did you get through it, bro? Did you change your life up?
Yeah, I changed my life.
Okay. Financially, mentally, physically, you
Yeah,
applied yourself and you
it
changed your condition.
absolutely.
See that now, this is what I'm speaking on, bro. You feel me? Because I believe, really, truly believe that the greatest thing that we were ever given by God is the choice. And the choice is a powerful thing, bro.
I don't knock that. I don't. I
And
don't.
then
I don't.
choice,
I don't knock
and
that.
we some our conditions are based on the choices that we make. I heard you say it. If you believe it's hard, then it's gonna be hard. If you think you could do it, then you could do it. So it's the same thing. So it's like some of us, and this is what we also have to bring to the people. You know what I'm saying? And understanding like just one out, it ain't just one outlet. It's many outlets. If we can recognize, because they stereotype us where they make us think that the success is only in one area. So um we don't get into chemistry, we don't get into medicine, we don't get into nothing. We just stay musically or trying to do a show, or we stay in
Of
one lane
sports. Of sports.
or sports. We just focus on it because we think that we're just allowed to be successful and that wealthy in these areas. We don't be accountants. We don't become a masses of a lot of things for our community. We be just a minority of these things and choices for our community, where we don't stand out as a masses of these other things in business and entrepreneurs that gives back to the community and grow and employ their own community because of the wealth that they're establishing amongst each other. So our children don't got to worry about a job because we could give them a job because we have that establishment. So that's and those choices that we grind on when we make them as businesses, there's no coalition to come together. Like there's no like, it's supposed to be like a rule. Like everything got rules. Like when you come in business and you're another black business, you stand strong and you stand together, support each other, and create another black business. You know what I'm saying? And build that so we can feed and we can start directing these people through these businesses ourselves and establishing for ourselves so they could say, well, then now I have a choice. I don't have to be like this. And because we avoided some of those policies and we dealt with those policies and the way those policies is in America and how they affect us because the situations we in, we don't get angry at it. We get wise. We study. We figure out how with these conditions, how can I get through it? I got to find out how I can get through it. We don't just come back in the community blasting our own or stealing from our own or taking down our own just because. We don't do that. Yeah, but
Okay.
no, we do
Okay.
that, but we
Okay.
shouldn't do that.
Now I'm gonna take this from what our conversation yesterday when you were saying about the brothers who don't have the knowledge. You know what I mean? And we got to give them the knowledge and give them an understanding of how they need to do things. So those are the individuals that I'm talking about. I'm not talking. So yeah, you and I and others were able to go through the trenches and triumph. But in that time, how many individuals fell victim? You know what I'm saying? So as you were saying, our story is not being told because we're like in the background. The ones that they are put that is being pushed by the meat eaters are the ones who they want them to aspire to be, not just a brother who does construction, a brother who you know works at a job and you know figures out how to utilize the job until he doesn't have to work anymore. So our stories, yeah, our stories need to be told, but just like how we got into the trapping game, the drug game, why? Because we saw the hustlers. We saw the hustlers with the money, with the cars, and making the progress. So that's how we got influenced. All we saw from the working guy is complaining about he can't wait till he get paid to next time. You know what I'm saying? Struggling, talking about he got to pay the bills. So all of these things. So now we get the chance to change that scenario and let them know that look, there are better ways. But when you are conditioned to believe the only choices you have is something that you may not ever be able to reach, of course you're going to fall short. You're going to fall short. So, as what I was saying yesterday, that we have to get that dollar a day started. That means anybody who listening, whatever 50 states you're in, and you're in the trenches, and you're trying to make a change in your communities, in your cities, reach out to me on Peep Game TV and leave a message that you're interested in starting to put that together because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take for us to put together our own economic strategy, which will build our political status as well as change our social status. So a dollar a day, as I said, if you didn't catch yesterday's show, 25 is 49.5 million of us. And we split that almost in half to where it's like 25.3 or 25.2 million. And we all put a dollar a day aside, we can change our conditions. We don't have to be complaining or asking about anything. We have the ability. We just have to make the choice, like the brother Big Moore say. We have
So
to
so
make the
so
choice.
so
Go ahead.
what you need right now, you need like so we speaking to the people like this. If you have financial background and experience in structuring something of that magnitude, and you're interested into changing our situation in this country, that don't takes a lot. All we got to do is unify and take a small percent of a pack of gum or a black and mild. You know what I'm saying? And take that dollar and contribute it. And That type of thing can be set up in each state. You can have one representative of each
Of
state,
each state.
man, but it's going to one place. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's a solution. You know what I'm saying? To change what's going on, and we're being left out of the equation as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
some of us, yeah, we got properties and we're doing this and we're doing that individually. And yes, we contribute to the community and we got establishments in the community. But now as a whole, we need to come together as the country is in every state
Yeah.
and unify and put that together. So anybody that's interested in something like that, drop a line to King Duhan on Peep Game TV and reach out and get that structured together. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it
Absolutely.
yeah it is important that we address issues. And I don't want to get off the subject, but the condolences to the people. The bridge fell today
Right.
in Baltimore, and my
Yeah.
condolences goes out to those
To all the
people
people. Right.
that experienced that tragedy in the surrounding areas and out to Baltimore. And inshallah, everything will be good. Your heart will be settled. It's a very tragic situation, man, and that's what's going on in America. Things is happening all over that divert us. And now, when you're dealing with such an experience like that, you don't have time for anything else. And so many things go on during our periods here in daily, man. And it's hard to come together because where it was easy to come together back in the day, we were so close together. Now we're so far apart. We gotta reach the come together. But there's social media. So it's like being down the street because you can just drop a line to somebody up, inbox them or whatever, and that person could be there. You could FaceTime a person. So there's ways to deal with this situation, to come together as a whole. And my perspective on this platform is that I've been into music a whole for all my life, period. And
Let
I've
let the
seen the
people.
changes
Yeah.
in it,
And let the people know some of the people that you work with.
and
Let
and
people
and
know.
the and the influence. You feel me? I've seen the influence that it has on people. You feel me? And that's my biggest issue, Sha. I mean, yeah, you know, we could go into that, but the biggest thing is with the impact that it's having and the changes that it's having, and who has the control of this, even though we know the music business is at a different level right now. You understand? And we still got to know that we're still being um from habit going into the same negativity. We still gravitate into the same the worst music. We have look at the shows, bro. Like some of the shows is they call their oldies now when you see an R&B show, bro, a throwback or something, man. These R&B artists, man, put they music together, the creativity together, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we smothering it, and we're coming up with another, and we know it evolves, but the reason why I speak on it because it's such an influencer, bro. And they grab these people that is the worst, doesn't have talent to the ability, like they talented, but they don't have the talent to be so flexible. Because talent, if you talented, you could do it all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Half of these ones cannot even speak a positive song,
Uh,
can't, or not allowed to make a positive song based on the conditions that they're in.
they're
And a
locked
lot
in.
of them is signed to sub labels, man. A lot of these people that's coming out on labels, man, ain't even directly signed to the major labels. A lot of them is signed to independent labels who's owned by us.
Well, let's look at it like this. Let's look at it like, okay, you know, when you get a person who's hungry, that needs something to eat, and you offer that person not only something to eat, but you offer that person a way out of what they've been into. And especially an individual who was young, haven't had a lot of experience in life, only experienced their surroundings, and you tell them, look, I give you $1 million and I'll make you a household name. All you got to do is talk about what you see and talk about things you hear about and just keep it like that. It's a win situation for a young person. You know what I'm saying? So here they are, and especially human nature is we all want to be appreciated. You know what I'm saying? We all want to be acknowledged. So it doesn't matter whether it's good or bad because look at the babies. You know what I'm saying? When a baby, if you don't watch a baby gonna do something, he gonna tear something down. He may start laughing and playing, but if you let him get out of control, he gonna start wreaking havoc. But he want attention. So these individuals are seeking attention and they're getting money to do it. And we as the elders, the OGs, we have to, it's our duty to at least give them the opportunity to start saying, look, look, young man, look, young brother, look, young bull, look, young G, I hear your music, I hear your talent, but stop being one dimensional. Let's see what you're really about. Let start putting stuff from your heart, not just from your mind and your eyes. Put some stuff in there from your heart so that we can start seeing what you're really capable of. And that's what we got to start hitting them with because they're capable. And we know if they weren't capable of bringing money in, they'd kick them to the
Well,
curb
that
anyway.
what is what you said. It's like if you would if you're bringing it in for that common cause. It's like what's happening is that it's like it's being displayed one side. So I'll tell you, like, I'm gonna play some throwbacks. So I'll slip it in an hour here and I throw a couple of jams on for a couple of seconds. I don't even let the whole duration play of 3 minutes. So you're not even really gonna get the song. And nowadays, man, everything is flying so high, like it's even another chopping style right now. You feel me? So they came up with another chopping style. So the duration of music goes so fast you're not really capturing because of the attentiveness that people has and the patience that they have. They're not even capturing the when you play the throwbacks. Only the older people probably get captured. Like that was my song, but it's only played for a short duration. You know what I'm saying? Radio don't play songs out and let you hear. They let you hear that, bing, 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 boom, 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 it's gone.
Right.
But then the negative songs, oh, they playing them, they mixing them, they drilling them in your head and it's only one-sided. It's like when you only hear one side of something and it's only thrown in front of you. When you hear the other side, you don't listen to it. Because if you say, like I tell you, like one day I wasn't listening to the song, but I'm hearing it over and over. When I went outside, I'm saying the thing because they kept drilling it, drilling it, drilling it. Of course, the mind picks it up, bro. No matter what, it's gonna
Yeah.
pick it up.
Mind conditioning. Yeah.
Yeah, it picks it up. And you'll find yourself repeating it because the data is playing back now, and you repeating it, you going, man, this influence is a very powerful tool.
Oh,
So
definitely.
they don't have that side. We're not displaying that side, bro. We're not giving them storytelling in such a like um um
Slick
Slick Rick
Rick
in
type
them,
stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
We not
Absolutely.
telling stories, man, like back in the days, and
Cool G rap. Yeah.
we're not making our song into a story form with a outcome. It's just direct negativity, violence, negativity. I'ma do. I get my boys this. The girls with this is this. I'm doing this. I'm doing. It's just all action, like boom, boom, verb. The whole rap is
Well,
just verb for verbal words, for verbal expression, I guess. I don't know. But it's not being leveled out, and that's being controlled by the people they look up to, which is the radio. So the radio, these personalities sign these radios that's playing these music, they're not giving it. And then they say they have the freedom and they do them and they do this and then this. I have personally witnessed some of them don't even like half the songs that they doing, but they play them constantly and they play them constantly because it's their job. But
because they have a program director.
they
So
have a
that's
pro
a
and
part of the
and it's their
program
job, and
of the
that's how it get
program.
paid, and that's how they get the
So that
sponsorship
right,
and so
yeah,
forth.
yeah.
I
You're the
remember one
program
time we was
director.
at a Gavin years ago. We was at a music convention. I remember the first time. Remember it was 98.7 Kiss. It was WBLS, and Wendy Williams was on the other radio station. Was it 105?
101.5,
No, no. Remember they was together. Then they split it up.
101 point.
Remember
Right.
they was together. The radio stations was together. And when we went to the Gavin, uh I remember this guy when he said he was gonna do that. I remember when he said they were gonna split the radios because they was going after the points when your record get played. The radio station wanted to receive points on your record when it's played. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? They
Right.
like a producer get points.
Right. Right.
They
Right.
wanted to get
The
points.
points on your record.
You know,
Right.
when they playing your record, right? But anyway, this is they structured this, and then that's when they used to be in the same building on the same radio station, but they got rivalry. But it's the same radio station. See, perception, how people viewed it. So they go this one, this one. They all work for the same people. You feel me? BLS was always independent of what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? 98.7 Kiss, that's when it was 98.7 Kiss, right? But Hot 97 and 105, same people, bro. Same thing. You understand? So it's like, oh, this is going on, this, but it's not. It's just following a doctrine that's laid out for them, and they
Yes.
got a job
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Right.
anybody else, but their job is hurting the community and taking away the artistry of true music. How often do we really hear why we gotta wait till Red Alert come on to hear hip hop? We should hear hip hop all day. If you celebrating 50 years of hip hop, that should dominate the radio stations. But it won't dominate the radio stations because it promotes so much violence. It's so vulgar. It's negative. I mean, not hip hop, but the other music, rap music. It promotes so much negativity. So you're not gonna hear that all day. So you'll hear hip hop only in a segment for a small duration, and that's it. You got to tune into one of these other stations and hear all your old hip hop or even the new ones. They still out, bro. They still making records, but we don't hear it like that. You
Right.
feel
Right.
me?
Right. And
And
and and, and that's and that's a situation that's based on control. That goes back to, I say, a few individuals. We say they, but it's a few individuals, a small amount of individuals who got deep pockets, greedy, and want to control everything they can get their hands on. And they spend all their days figuring out how can they get the masses to part with their money and to keep the masses distracted, discombobulated, and confused so that they can keep working their agenda, keep that power, keep that greed, and keep control. And we as the people have to realize that that's what's happening to us. We're being played
well,
each and every day. Each and every day we're being played against each other, even those who they send to the so-called urban communities and say, oh, go in there and get your money too. We getting it off of them. Go get it too. So, but we're gonna have to, we're running out of time. We down about 30 something seconds, man. So, let the people know, brother, where
let
they
the
can
people
see.
know you can hit me up, JY's Entertainment. Um, uh, Big Mus here signing out. and remember to touch bases if you're interested in that, forming that structure, financially for our community. You know what I'm saying, for our culture, as a people. You know what I'm saying, all people. You know what I'm saying. I think that's where we should approach. It's not just us, but it's all of us. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. So at the end of the day, you can reach out to me, Peep Game TV, my YouTube channel, Peep Game TV, and as Big Moore said, we need those who are good with finances, who love the community, and want to see the rise of humanity, and tired of seeing humanity falling, for us to come together in each of the 50 states and start building a foundation that we will be able to funnel in each of the cities of those 50 states, that will change the trajectory and the mindset of those in those cities, where we can start being less dependent on the government and more dependent on ourselves and each other.
Inshallah.
So
Inshallah, brother.
until to the next day, we're signing out from Live at 5.
Good talk, baby. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.